Guys, what's going on? It's another Drew Bishop video. Today, we're going to be doing an origami tutorial for beginners. And we're going to be starting off, this is a tutorial on how to make a swan, by the way. For beginners, it's going to be super detailed, easy to understand. And we're going to start off with an easy printer sheet of paper. No origami paper or anything like that. So first what you're going to do is you're going to take one corner, like here. And you're going to fold it down along the opposite edge. And you're going to make sure that this corner up here is also nice and pointed. And then you're going to run the crease all the way down to the edge of the paper. And I usually run my fingernail along it, so that it's a nice crease. And then this step, we're basically just getting our paper into a square. If you already have square paper, you can skip farther into the video to get into the basics of how to fold this one. But this is for people with printer paper. So you're going to flip it over, and you're going to fold it so that the edge, like where you fold it, lines up with this. So basically, we want to like cut or rip this edge off, like from this, like this rectangle, okay? So we're going to fold it over like this until it lines up perfectly with the line under it. And we're going to give it a nice crease. If you hear any booming in the background, there's a big thunderstorm, so just ignore it. And you're going to want to crease it this really, really well. And you're going to unfold everything, and you're going to have two creases on your paper. A diagonal and this crease. And you're going to fold this the other way. Just move this back and forth along the same crease, making it really easy, like easy to move. Okay, so now we're going to rip it off. If you have scissors and you want to use scissors, that's okay, but ripping works as well. So you're going to want to make a tiny tear right on the edge of the crease. And you're just going to pull very lightly across on both sheets of paper. And it'll make a mostly good rip everywhere except for the very end. But you can just rip that little piece off your hand. Doesn't need to necessarily be perfect. And now we're going to fold. We already have one diagonal fold. We're going to make another diagonal fold. So we're going to bring this corner to that corner, like so. And make a nice fold. By the way, now we're beginning to go into building the swan. We have our piece of paper, now our square. So now you're going to see an X. And we're going to make this a cross. So we're going to make another fold here and another fold here. So basically the four basic folds you usually do at the beginning of origami. You do corner, corner, and then edge to edge. So you do an edge to edge fold. Heck, I dropped my paper there. And now we're going to do another edge to edge fold. And once we unfold our paper, you're going to see we have this little pattern. We have a cross and an X. Okay, so now we have all the basic folds done. We're going to get into a little more complicated stuff now. So we're going to fold it corner to corner along the crease that we already have. And this is one of the most complicated parts. Some people might find this a little hard to understand. I'll try and go through it. But when you do this, you're going to see three creases. One in the middle and two here. What you're going to want to do is you're going to want to... Wait, let me just get the lighting. It's too bright here. One sec. There we go. It's a little better. Just gotta let the camera focus. You're gonna push this in, and you're gonna like, I'll try and show you in better detail. So you're gonna want to push this in along this crease. So I'll show you that one more time. So you're gonna want to push it in this corner, and these creases are gonna make it fold outwards. And basically, what you're going to want to do is fold it out like this. basically, you want it to go in, okay? So you want this to go in, like that. I'll show you that one more time. So, you see, it's out here. It's out here like this, and you're going to want to push it in between. And it should go nice and easy on all the beginning folds we've done. Now you're going to want to do that to the other side of the paper. Like this. Smooth that out. Nice and easy. Here we go. Oh, that was some thunder. Okay. Here, this is another easy fold. You're gonna have this now. This is what your paper's gonna look like. With the solid corner up here. I'm gonna refer to this as a solid corner. With the solid corner at the top, you're gonna fold the edges. Only one. There's gonna be two. You're gonna fold one along the center. I don't know if you can see it because of the lighting. The center crease, all the way down to the very tip, down here. And you're going to do that on both sides, all the way around. Now here I would say we're halfway done with the swan. It's a pretty simple process. And it's very easy to memorize. So, alright, so now that you've done this part, this is what it should look like. From the top, all the way around. These flaps here. So now it's probably one of the most hardest fold. It is the hardest fold in the swan, and it's going to be the most difficult to understand. So bear with me here. So you're going to unfold these two, and you're going to take the bottom corner, just one. There's going to be two. There's going to be multiple flaps. So you're just going to want to take the first little edge, and you're going to want to bring it up. Okay? Now, using the folds that you just made, these folds, this crease here, I'll try and show you where the crease is. So it's here. As you're bringing it up, that crease is still there. So when you bring it up, you're going to want to fold it back in on the crease again. Like so. Like this. So you're going to want to bring it on the crease all the way to the very top, where it gets a little more tricky. There you go, and then fold it back down. So one more time, because we do this on both sides. So you want to bring this part up, and using the fold that we just made, which is right here, you're going to bring it up, and you're going to fold them in again, like that. And sometimes it might not work, like in this case. It's not working because I need to pull this up more. It's really hard to explain, I'm sorry guys, but you just want to pull it until it lines up and makes a nice corner here. Fold it down. Do the same thing on the other side. Fold it down. And then run those creases all the way to the very top. And then fold it back down. So we are basically almost done with the swan. We have this kite-shaped diamond piece of paper now with flaps on both sides. So now what you're going to want to do, there's going to be two flaps here. You're going to want to take one of them and fold it over. Notice how I folded it clockwise. I took it from the right and I moved it left. Flip it on the other side, flip it over, do the same thing. Take it on the right, just one sheet, move it to the left. And then you're going to want to bring one of these flaps down, flip it over, bring another flap down. So you're going to be left with this. Two flaps down, a triangle here, and two mini triangles here. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to bring these folds up so they're pointing out. And how we're going to do this is we're going to take this one flap and fold it from the right to the left, like we did earlier, from the right to the left, flip it over, do the same thing, from the right to the left, and we're gonna, whoops, I did two there, sorry. From the right to the left, make sure you're only bringing one and not two. And then you're gonna bring them up. Okay? Just like this. So now, all four flaps, all of these little flaps, are gonna be facing up, and you're gonna have a triangle. Okay? So we're basically done. What we have is these two little triangles that are poking out on the sides. See them? And then we have these bigger triangles right here. Almost just lost power there for a second. You're going to fold this little triangle down a little more. Notice how it's going to peek out at the bottom. And you're going to push down and crease it. I'll show you that on the other side. It's going to look like a little crown, basically. And you're going to fold it down. And you just push down here and fold it. So now it looks like a little crown. All we have to do is form the swan's wings and head now, and we're all done. So, to form the swan's head, you see how there's this little gap here? You're going to put your thumb in it, you're going to push down, and fold it in half. Like that. I'll show you that one more time. So you're going to put your thumb in it, in between, push down, so that it folds over, and then fold it in half, so it makes a little swan head. And for the wings, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to fold it down like this, so that you want to fold it so that the corner is like in between the head and the wing. It doesn't necessarily have to be, but I feel like it looks better when you do that. Like right in between them. You can barely see it, but it's just in between. And you're going to want to make a crease. So now it's basically looking like a swan. We just have to fold the other wing down. So you basically just line it up. I line this part up with the sides here, with the other wing. Just like that. And I crease. And we're all done with the swan. You can just fold the wings out a little bit. And this is what it looks like. And you can also, it is also a flapping swan. All you gotta do, I usually like to loosen the folds a little bit in the back, just so that the paper doesn't rip when you go to make the swan flap. But what you do is you pull the tail back like this, and the wings flap like this. See? So if you pull, you're not pulling the tail like. You're not pulling the tail down like this. You're pulling it out. And the swan's wings will flap. And you can just fold it back. There you go. That's the tutorial on how to make the swan for beginners. I hope you liked it. If you want to drop a comment and saying if something was misunderstood, I can make another video like helping you understand more of the complicated folds in this. Please like the video, subscribe for more different videos. I make videos on tons of different topics. I hope you guys enjoyed, and bye.